Yeah, I'm watching on the 1 minute, so it's pretty exciting. Just keeps dancing off that 50 EMA.
Oh yeah, is Eddie here? Yeah, Eddie's here. You're talking his language there.
Yeah, Denny too, she loves her 50s. Neckline, 50 EMA. Amy's pleasing.
Looks like my charts are frozen. This candle's literally not moving. It's not though. It's not. It's just it's thinking. Normally, when you see, from what I've gathered, when you see like almost like perfect trend lines, then it's building something. It's liquidity building. They were talking about one of the other days. If I go back and find it, like this. But that's Asian session. We should look for a higher time frame session. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at just then. When you see like a few like little tiny equal sized candles sort of just going up, down, up and down, up and down, up and down, you can imagine on the 1 minutes that would look like a perfect little 1 minute channel, and then you can normally get a breakout that side, and then like that breakout could just be to like a breakout up to sell. But you'll see, I'm not good at spotting them yet, but I'm just being a bit more aware of when I see that, it might give us a clue into something building. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Marin.
Generally, what happened? The Asian session or the London session create a liquidity for the NY.
Mm-hmm.
Then because these people already, this was a sellout happen before. Let's say this was happen in the Asian session. So London session, what it did, it generally tried to push the price to the upside, because these people also know that the NY people are going to look for sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was a different criteria because this was happen before the NY open. So that's why I was in this area. I was looking for buys to push the price to the upside.
Mm-hmm.
Because this should not happen every day. This happen quite like just some days. Otherwise, most of the time, this pullback happen and the NY continuation happen from this somewhere in this area to push again to the downside.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday, what happened just before the NY open, this push to the downside happened.
Yeah,
So
this is a
that's why
nice
even
push.
after the and this push I was waiting for in the NY session, not before the NY.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why after NY open, we start pushing to the upside to get the better price that the sell-off happen in this area.
Yeah.
And after that, you can see the rest of this picture. We start pushing to the downside afterward.
Yeah.
Even today, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting to see if I can find that reversal from that the current area.
Looking for buys.
Yeah, buys to, because we get some kind of correction. Again,
Yeah.
same criteria, like if the NY people really wanted to take a sell, they're not going to take a sell at the current price. They will probably push price to the upside, get a better price on that area.
Sorry. Yep.
Oh, okay. So now they can get a better price. Can you go to the current price? Price action?
Yeah.
Here. Like this was a Asian pull push to the downside. London also pushed to the downside. Now most of the people think we still going to push to the downside. Most of the time what happen, NY people not going to look for sell in this area. It does not make sense.
Yeah.
Because they want better price. So better price can be either pushing to the upside, inducing people to look for buys somewhere there in this area, let's say this area or somewhere in upside area, and then fake out upon that area and again sell off happen. So at least for right now, I'm just looking for buys. I'm not looking for sell at the bottom here. And the trend line liquidity, it makes sense. Even on the 1 minute, we have this small FUG remaining somewhere in this area. So probably price may come back, taken out this trend line liquidity somewhere here, and then again start pushing to the upside.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm sort of waiting to see. Good imbalance here.
Yeah. On 1 minute, we have a auto block also there and imbalance also.
This bit here.
So this was the this two area, like this was the imbalance remaining here, and this is the auto block also here.
Yeah.
So price may come back to taken out that imbalance to push to the upside. This was a nice shift of structure here. After this one, push to the upside, so break here, and then we kind of creating liquidity here. So this is kind of liquidity for further people to consider. Or after breaking this low, we will be pushing to the downside. The actual move can happen. Just push to this area again, and then again start pushing to the upside.
Yeah. Yeah. That would make a lot of sense. And then if we're looking at that on the 30-minute time frame, how will that look? That will look like price having to got a support created, little resistance, maybe break the high, come down, and then push up. So the second break of this bearish candle could be the money move.
Yeah, and if you see here, this is kind of say this is an attempted FU candle. So price can taken out this the fair value gap here. It also going to break the previous candle low.
Yeah.
So people think going to this is sell after breaking that previous candle low here.
Yeah.
So price just going to dip into that area and again start pushing to the upside.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. It's just all we're gonna do. The stage is set.
Yeah. Just we have to wait now.
Yeah. Yeah, good plan. I'll put a little pathway on there, see if we so I want to see. I'll just do it smooth.
And this week with little bit hard just because of those a lot of news there this week.
Yeah.
So price can do some random shit like push anywhere, and then again start pushing
Yeah.
any direction.
I'm glad it's already done a heavy push though, because it's created
Yeah.
clean candles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
Yeah, just waiting now, waiting game.
Yeah. And if we get the timing right, we should be able to at least get 50 pips.
Yeah.
At least.
Definitely.
See how it's not quite a perfect hit as well of that 4-hour wick, which is a colored green and purple box. Oh man, if we get that whole clean candle, Meron, I'll be done for the week. Won't even need to trade FOMC. But this could, how deep this leg goes, ideally I'd like it to go to here. This could be a double bottom on the 5-minute if it got a little bit deeper. Because it's not a perfect touch of the 4-hour liquidity, so there was 4-hour, like this would, let me get rid of that now. If we go to the 4-hour chart, where am I? December, here we go. This specific candle, this would be retesting for the first time this wick. So what's holding all this price? This would be like a higher time frame wick. And then maybe we've retapped into that a little bit, but there's also liquidity sitting inside of this wick. So I'd like to see what it does at that wick, and it may have to go deeper, but preferably we can get something. I don't want it to go deeper than where it currently is, but it might go into this wick because we didn't get that perfect touch. So in here. Oh, this is only 19 Jan. This is more or less where EJazz was looking as well for his POIs. Let's see if this is the beginning of that sweep. Yeah, he's got a few more degrees than we do. I've been blessed with 8 degrees today. It's actually pretty warm. These next the rest of this week's going to actually be fairly mild conditions. I think lows of 5 and 7 degrees and highs of 10 or 11. Maybe was this week? No, one more leg down. One more leg down. Take this low. Take this low and dip into that imbalance and give us something. Oh man, I've seen those. I've seen the airport in Auckland. Can't believe it's flooded.
Yeah, the whole place, the whole blooming town seemed to be underwater.
Yeah, crazy rain.
They had the way they did the motorway, and that it just basically filled up because they got the concrete barriers to the busway, and basically 6 lanes of motorway was underwater.
I saw, yeah.
Dude, terrible. Chose to work from home that day.
Yeah, good idea. I've seen some houses that were like perched on the cliff that it washed like all the dirt away, and like the house must have been centimeters away from falling.
Yeah, teetering away nicely. Insurance companies will be bleeding.
Yeah. Premiums will be going up next year.
Okay, so if you see, this is another good example. FU candle, FU candle here. We after that we broke the structure.
Yeah.
So after that we kind of created liquidity here, and we came back to that FU area. Why this was important? Because this FU was the one who broke the structure to the downside, and after that price came back to this area. You just have to look at the 50% area and see the lower time frame structure.
Yeah.
So this was the entry here. This again, if you see here, that entry candle was again FU candle. So, and you are going to look for the equal lows. So this was the equal lows, you can see. Then you are going to target this one. So you can apply it on the gold also. Same thing. You have to look at the FU candle. Can it break the structure? Then it will be much more valid one. So it can apply to any pair. It's not just with the gold, Euro USD. You can apply it on any pair.
Did you take this trade?
No, this is just a paper trade.
Yeah.
We are discussing.
Just the concept.
We are discussing about the We are discussing about this one yesterday in the London session.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. German 40. There's some clean moves here. This is when I was doing something here, and that was a great buy to sell. Boom, boom, nice.
Oh.
Catch you, Dave. Sleep well, mate. I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, gold. Let's do it.
Yes.
So if it starts pushing down, I'll catch you, Aaron. If it starts pushing down, what I'm wanting to see is some of these bearish candle highs be broken. Then we can sort of start to gauge how deep that pullback's going to be. Okay, Rob, yeah, stay safe out there. 8 days. I'll see you. What this can be? You'll come back after all the madness in the news is over. So it's probably not bad. Catch you, Alan. Speak soon, buddy.
Hi, brother.
Hey, Jess. Yeah.
I have one question from Akshay. Akshay, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Akshay, can you bring that trade that you were showing few minutes before, the paper trade?
You want me to bring it up?
Yeah, go ahead again.
Okay.
It's on the chat.
Yes. When you are talking about the FU candle and the breakout structure, it means the FU candle itself should break the structure some cases, or the second candle after the FU.
No, it's not necessary. This is the initiation, you can say. This
Okay.
is a move which able to break the structure.
Okay, understand. Thank you.
It is not necessary. It has to be that same candle or the next candle. It is not necessary. The structure should be like a price should not be pushed upside after that FU candle and then broke the structure. It's not going to valid. The better one will be, this can apply to your lower time frame also, like a 5 minute also or a 1 minute also. After the FU candle, price broke the structure, and after that, if it creates some kind of structure like creating liquidity, so this is kind of created liquidity here. And if the price again come back to that area, this is still going to be valid unless and until price bounced from the another FU area somewhere from the bottom. Then this is not going to be valid.
Okay. Thank you.
And
Thank you. This is my answer. Thank you.
Let's say on the left side here, this bounce is happen from this area, and this is like a daily area, daily FU candle, let's say. Then this is not going to be valid because price is rejecting from the higher time frame. Then you will get some kind of reaction, but you will not get this kind of correction after that. You will get like a 20-30 pips for gold. I'm talking about gold, and then again it can start breaking above. So you have to look at all the time frames. Which time frame is telling you which direction? Because if the price is rejecting, let's say price is rejecting from the higher time frame, the 4-hour area, let's say this one, and we broke the structure.
Yes.
And you are going to say that there is auto block here or here. Then you are going to say price has to respect that auto block and start pushing to the upside. It is not going to work like that. Even here, people say this is auto block here or this is auto block. This is not going to work because if the price is rejecting from the higher time frame, lower time frame auto block will be give you some kind of reaction, but that's not going to hold to correct all the move to the upside.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
But it's good to study this as well, because this is consolidation range. High, looking at the price action with highs and lows.
Mm-hmm.
So price will generate liquidity to go to the other side. All right.
This is a good thing. Price creating liquidity now. This whole liquidity.
Yeah, my terminals doesn't seem to be moving the same as TradingView. It's a little bit slow, jerky. Seems they've caught up now. I'm wondering how I'm going to enter on this one.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, come on. Dip. Very good. Push. I mean, drop. Okay. Keep going. Getting tempted. Getting tempted to buy. Okay. What I want to see now is something breaking, like I want to see like a little doji or something, and then leaving this line. I'll execute a little buy. Yep. Hold a sec. Let's just let this. Okay, I'm going to buy now. Gonna keep it up into here. Oh, no. Extend that up to the 9. Okay, when this one closes, I want this to be my support candle. So wick down and break the high. If it breaks the high, still got to make the wick down and then break the high. I'm in there, Marin. Wicks down. Now push up. Just a little flutter. Or create little resistance and then break that high. Oh, not looking good. Have got the 5. Maybe it's a little bit aggressive. Let's see. Might have been a little bit aggressive here. It's not having it. No, okay. I'm out. Not yet. Okay, didn't work. Let's see.
Yeah, the timing wasn't that much perfect.
I was hoping it was going to be like the first minute down, and then the next one was going to be the first pullback, and it just didn't have it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see any FU or attempted FU candle close so I can enter.
It was only it was like 7 pip stop. If I put it, I didn't want to leave it too big, but maybe I should have considered something wider. What are you going to wait for?
For the any attempted FU or FU candle, so it gave me a better confirmation that we are ready to push to the upside.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it maybe this double bottom. If this closes like a little doji underneath here, I might give it another go. I'm only using like fixed lots, so it's the smaller stop is I'm happy to risk a few pips here. Around it's around 30 minutes now is closed. This is actually good. I'm gonna give it another go if we're underneath this doji. I'll use a 10 pip stop. Maybe I was so close to that hour, half an hour finishing. Maybe it wasn't a good idea. Holy, no, there's no sell.
I've got that from my 30-minute with that new bar.
Yeah, now again we have to wait.
Yeah, that's just dropping too quick. Gold's on a rampage, far out.
1,100.
Hold on.
Would be the sweep.
Jeez, there's a lot of liquidity right there. So the hour, did they even an hour close? Oh, the hour did close bullish. Finally gone to this level though. Oh yeah, can you explain about the FU candle once? So FU or liquidity candles are ones that create a lower wick. So say a bullish one would be if this was a bearish candle, and then you have the next candle, it opens and it breaks this low, but it closed bullish. So it would be looking, I'll do it red for now, but it would be at some stage breaking this low, and you'd be thinking it's going down, and it would induce people to sell. But what the candle actually does is it ends up looking like something like this. Now, the closing price doesn't always have to close above the previous candle's high. You'd want it to close above the body of the previous candle. You'd want the high and the low to be like engulfing that previous candle, but you're going to get different shapes and sizes. So you could like have 5 different types where maybe the high was broken, but maybe the candle didn't close above the high. That would be a type. maybe the candle closed below the opening price of the bearish candle. That might be another type. But essentially what it's doing is that it's taking the low and then closing strong bullish. That's trapping liquidity. So that would be a liquidity candle, or another people call it FU candle. Basically an engulfing bar. And then the opposite is bearish version. Man, did something just happen? This usually happens during the NY. It happens anytime. But it will happen. You like to see the ones that happen around the open of different sessions, or when like volumes coming in and out of the market, like could be news releases, NYSE, COMEX, even Tokyo Open. You see it anytime. Sort of a way that you can anticipate which way to trade away from the liquidity wick. I don't know why it's going down so far. This is halfway now of the 4-hour candle. You got a monthly level 1898. Yeah, me too. Or 1897 for me. Oh, thanks, Abdullah. Yeah, I recognize your name. Yeah, you're welcome. We'll see you there later on.
About the FU candle,
Mm-hmm.
not every FU candle is important. Some people are going to just jump into each and every FU candle.
Yeah, good point.
First you have to define the zone, the point of interest area where you want to look for the price to bounce from, or let's say that's the area you think that the price will be going to reject. So you will, let's say this is the area. On this area, I'm going to probably going to wait to see if any FU candle form, because that will be the one is more important other than like you trying to find the FU candle in between.
Yeah.
Because in lower time frame, on 1 minute or 5 minutes, you will find lot of FU candle. But you have to consider which one is the important based upon the session highs and lows, as well as point of interest area, the monthly levels or the weekly levels. So that's the important part. Otherwise, people are going to jump like they're going to say, oh, this is a FU candle, then it should be work. No. Not every FU candle going to work.
Yeah.
You have to find the area where it will be more important.
You there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like to call it that FU candles. They are your points of interest that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So an FU candle is a POI, and you want to have it at a ZOI. So point of interest, a POI at a ZOI. Point of interest at a zone of interest. Think of that. If that's a catch, if you find that catchy, memorize that. POI at ZOI. POIs and ZOIs. Identify your zones of interest, then wait for your points of interest to develop there, and then you'll be those are the points of interest you want to trade upon.
Now, if you see the current price candle here, this is right now it creating a attempted FU1, or even price may start pushing and create a FU candle. Because why this is important? Because we are at some zone area which we are looking for the buys.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that was premature in here. And that was one of the questions I was wondering. Why do we come down so close to this lovely area without hitting? And then as soon as we tapped into that 4-hour zone, clean candles down, I got manipulated here. What a prick.
Yeah, you have become the liquidity.
I was the liquidity there. This might not do a retest of here now. If it's trapped that liquidity here, we could just see like little bearish candle, break the high, and just keep on going. Now we might hit London low, just got extended.
That London candle is now creating nice attempted FU candle now. 115, yeah.
Yeah, the question was that wick. That was the leg I was a little bit unsure about. Oh, look at this. 1 minute. Now, are we going to, little resistance and then just go and create another leg up? Can we close above here? This is that zone. See what this 15-minute candle closes as. So I missed the question. Is info on TradingView different to? Sometimes a little bit different in the because I'm using it's a different liquidity provider, so the charts will look a little bit different, but more or less the price is the same. Might just be a few pips here and there different. Sorry, I missed that earlier. With TradingView, you can choose like I can choose FX feed. I can choose different brokers feeds. I can choose Oanda, Pepperstone, Forex.com. So some will make the 4-hour candles close at different times, but more or less it's apart from the 4-hour candle closing at different times, the rest should look more or less similar. Sometimes there will be little tiny changes in the open and the closes of candles. TradingView, what it does on a lot of the brokers, it will match the open and the close. So where one candle closes, the next one should open. On the Oanda feed, it'll make sure there's no gaps. So sometimes you'll see, like, when you look at it, it'll look a little bit different from each other, but it's basically the same area. Yeah, 1 minute. It's looking good. Bloody hell, man. I'm not gonna enter on this now. I think if you're not part of it down here, I don't want to get involved just up here yet, because where's your stop loss? And now the retest could be anywhere inside this imbalance. So for me, it's that makes it a little bit tricky for me to, especially after taking a loss. But this is the kind of reaction that I wanted to see. I wanted to see just whip down, bullish candle, come down. I really wanted to see something like this. Like this little wick down and then start breaking these highs, and then we can leave this area. But it didn't, you know. $15 minutes is going to close in 2 minutes. Let's see if this is stays an attempted FU or liquidity candle like it is, or are we going to have another drive? Germans are flying again. Oh yeah, there's. Gosh. I'm a little bit dirty at gold, to be honest. But it happens. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I just gotta go chat with someone.
Alright, let's say if this is already the attempted FU. Price pushed to the upside, broke the structure, and then again if the price coming back to that area, that FU candle area, that is more valid one compared to the price just simply coming back to that area here. So it has to broke the structure, then it will be much more valid one. Like this is a which time frame is this is a 15-minute. So if the 15-minute candle is again start pushing to the upside, broke the structure here, and then again come back. So in this area, this is a point of interest area for you. And then you can look further in this area, lower time frame area, to see the candle formation, to look for the buys again. But now if this current candle is just pushing downside, and you are thinking this is a FU candle, so attempted FU, and I have to look for the buys, that's low probability one. Instead, price should push, give you a direction that I am ready to push to the upside, and then come back to that area. Or you can look for the lower time frame, any FU candle formation in this area. Do you see any lower time frame candle? Then you can say that I can look for the lower time frame entry. But still I haven't seen any FU candle on the lower time frame. The 5-minute is just you can say no bottom wick candle here. Then on 1 minute, 1 minute even not even better. 1 minute is just like a doji candle here. So that's even dangerous one, because a lot of time market going to take out that doji and then start pushing to the upside.
Going to be a bit of waiting involved now because we pushed down, made a new low. Now this is our resistances. So we're going to need new structure to form.
Null call this as a hanging flower.
I was going to ask you, like, yeah.
This is a hanging flower, so it has to be taken out first before looking back to buy.
So that could be an easy one then for a New York session to manipulate that low to then push back up to London 50. I'd actually prefer that scenario to play out, actually. I think that we're running out of time for the late London move to happen, or a steady one. It could still happen, but I'd actually like it to close somewhere, like stay somewhere down near this area.
And if you look at the 1 minute, we have a doji here.
Yeah,
so
right down the
1
bottom.
minute also, yeah. So that has to be taken out first. Yeah, so it can even taken out that doji low and then start pushing to the upside. And now on the 1 hour, we have an order block on the left side, the better order block. So, we may tap into that order block. I think that line is 1899.45. So we can tap to that order block and then it can give us some reaction afterward also. So based upon right now, 1899.45.
Oh, 1899. Oh, down here, this POI. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
So price may even dip into that area, and then it can start again. So, and a lot of people, they think that the 1900 is a strong area, so people are going to look for sell after price pushing to the below that area also.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be like a price, like a curve style. Price may start push to the $1 to the downside, but still respect, and then close start pushing to the upside.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I like that idea better than looking for that late London move now. This is starting to remind me of one of the other days we had last week, that it was doing this and the London 50 was here, and then it eventually it did it, but it happened in the New York session. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I think that was on Friday.
Last Friday.
Or Thursday, I think Thursday or Friday. Just go to the daily. I know that scenario. Or 4 hours, sorry, 4 hours. Okay, here, this one.
Thursday.
This happened, just push to the upside and then downside afterward. There is a lot of liquid consolidation happening in this area, and then that one day also the news day, I think.
Yeah, this one exactly.
Yeah.
So London high, London low, London 50%, and then price had a fairly decent drop, but then it just did nothing. And I was looking for that. I think I gave it a couple goes. I think looking for that little pullback, and then it didn't. This is the actual New York candle, and it did the 50% pullback, and then it dropped.
Yeah.
Jonathan, can I know the difference between FU candle and order block? FU candle is one candle, so that would be like a FU candle or liquidity candle. An order block is a bunch of candles. It's where price sort of consolidates. Or it can be one candle, but it would be like, it's usually, if it's a big move like this, then it's the last red candle before that move up. That would be a example of a single candle order block. But most of the time, you're looking at like a barcode and then price to leave an area. So different types of order blocks.
And the order block should be valid only after it broke the structure. So like here, it broke the structure. That's why this order block is valid.
Yeah, good.
Let's say here,
Good
the
addition.
upside one. This one is an order block. Why? Because price pushed to the downside, broke the structure here.
Yep.
That's why price come back to that area and respected that order block.
Yeah. So you can use.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. You can use that candle, or if it's like that's not a very nice. Some just visually look better than others. That one there might be a valid one, but it's not one that you might want to trade off necessarily. But you have others that are much more cleaner.
And same concept again. Higher time frame order blocks are much more valid than lower time frame order block.
Yes, sir.
Because this one is rejected from the daily as well as I think on the 4 hour. So the bottom one did not able to valid. Just price simply just broke that order block. So you have to keep in mind whoever is looking for based upon order block, where the price coming from. If the price is coming from the 4 hour order block, so let's say this one, and the price is rejecting from the upside order block, that's a lower time frame order block, then this is going to valid. But if this price is rejecting from the higher time frame order block also upside, let's say daily or 4 hour, then this is not going to work. Price just simply give you some kind of reaction from that order block, and then after again start breaking below.
Yeah. So for example, this here, this is a 1 hour order block, and then price is pushed up, and then as price has come back down again, price has taken it out. Took a while for it to take it out, but eventually it's taken out this order block, But what this order block is, what this one up here is you're reacting to, if you go to like your weeklies and your monthlies, this is an order block. This is a weekly version. Think
or
of
even here
for
this one, it just wick into that order block.
Yeah, so it's picked up like there's a lot of liquidity sitting inside of here. So 1950 was a key level, big move down, broke a low, so you can use that last bullish candle before the move down, or if it's a big move up, you can use the last bearish candle before the big move up. But if you have a version like this where the last bearish candle is much bigger than the move up, the last bearish candle was much bigger than the first little bullish candle, then what you'd do is like you'd look inside this area, but on the lower time frame to try find a more precise area that the move left, like where the origin of the move was.
Yeah.
Whether like it can
Morning,
be
my
simplistic.
children.
Hey buddy, how are you?
Good. Do we have any order block near to 1890?
Yeah, we had the
Cool.
let me just go to current.
Because we had 1880 as a monster area of resistance. I'm wondering if we can get there today. I mean, 1900 is not gonna be enough for gold, to be honest.
You're just gonna drive through.
I hope so.
Just bleed up. Look at it. So we had looking at this area, like this liquidity candle here, and then we've got this little zone, this little the wick, where price the first little zone, like I'll go to the lower time frame. Earlier, I'll go to the fives actually. Earlier, price had just stopped just shy of that wick, and then came back up, and then pushed down. I took a little trade, didn't work out that well, in here somewhere, and then it took out. There's the 50% of that wick, and then we had a beautiful, little release.
No, okay. Yeah. I mean,
this area here looks good as well. 1899.4.
I mean, because we still have consumer confidence today, and I think NYSE will be really, really interesting how NYSE behaves with a 4-hour candle closing bearish in this area. The move from London was clean move, easy move. I woke up like 250, like 10 minutes before the London Open.
Yeah.
There was a couple 5-minute candles creating the resistance and confirmation resistance after a huge bullish candle. Retraces a lot. And I'm like, okay, then that means London is going to drive price down because at that point, that fake move to the upside with a huge bullish candle is done. And when London was pretty simple, the moment prices started breaking that support candle, amazingly good. Easy peasy move. I got in there, I will say like after London Open, like 303, like in the last 2 minutes, price was not rejecting. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in and I'm gonna have fun with this trade, which is I'm still holding, like I think it's like 80 pips in runners at this point. But it's simple and it's clean. That's kind of the breakout I was expecting yesterday for the New York session.
Yeah.
Today, the only tricky part is that we don't know how the 1900 will react. If the 1900 will give us a nasty rejection, a sap, just a plain and simple rejection, driving price again to the 1912, 1913, or if price will close below that area and it will be a steady move below to the downside. The accumulation has been so nasty and the upside. So at that point, we knew that this move was coming. I was expecting today to hit the 1910 and then tomorrow to try to drive price even lower with the FOMC. But if price is already trading near to the 1900, that means that New York will have to break through the 1900 at least for another 100 pips to the downside. That's kind of the safest way to see it. The other option is that price can go 10, 20 pips below the daily low today, less than 20, let's say, and give us a fake out. At that point, yeah, we will see the reaction from the let's say 1890 flat. I mean 1900 flat. Because at this point I don't think the 1900 will hold. It's too much. It's too much of a drop here, and the only one that can correct that move is basically NYSE. But you know, at least NYSE will try to drive price below the 1900 in my opinion.
I'd really like
But
to see that. Yeah. What I'm getting shades of is we just found it is last Thursday, where price we had the it wasn't as nowhere near as severe a drop as we had, but price just stayed around near the lows of London. What I'd love to see is New York do that spike up liquidity grab to then drop off.
Or we can simply taken out the curve in stop loss, and then we can push to the downside.
Where, yeah, up here somewhere. Hopefully Kerwin survives a deep pullback. Not this would not be a friendly pullback. This would be Silvio's kind of pullback. Thursday. Where was Thursday? Thursday. This kind of price action, yeah, we might get something like this with this New York Open.
Because this is also the same concept, and my people not one going to take a sell at the bottom. They want better price. So price they push to the upside.
Yeah.
Take their orders from that area to push to the downside again.
Yeah. I'd love to see that develop.
What makes the trading day today really dangerous and tricky at the same time is that it's the last day of the month. Imagine if today price drive a little bit more to the downside, right? And tomorrow, just because as a new monthly candle and this monthly didn't have any bottom wick, if the February month opens with no bottom wick again, and whatever, you know, prices start rallying pre-news today at the Asian session, and then tomorrow retest the opening of the monthly. That will be pretty much it. So at that point, that's why I would love to see something closing below the 1900s or the 1890 today. Because at that point we have the idea, okay, new monthly will try to retest 1900, 1910, 1920, the most, and may find some sort of rejections. But I mean, today is tricky, man. Freaking hell, it's a dangerous day.
Halfway is 1885 of this candle.
Yeah. And the daily today already from 28 last night, 1928 to the 1900s, roughly 280 points.
Yeah.
So technically that daily still can give us 100 pips to the downside. 300 plus pips for a daily candle.
Yeah, seen that plenty of times.
Yeah, boy. You guys can hear me okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
It's not like you're it's not as clear if you
I know,
you're on the phone,
I'm in my car. I'm
in
my car. I'm driving.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine.
So where is your stop loss curve in now?
It's a secret.
For the runner?
Yeah.
For the runner, I left the stop loss on top of the 5-minute candle. I was looking for a decent move. I think it's still there because I didn't even wake up to my PC. I was in my bed. So yeah, it's whatever. It's like I'll say like 18 pips where I took the entry.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but that runner there is only like 25%. It's nothing crazy. I was hunting that sell-off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was so dirty.
Yesterday wasn't that much good. Otherwise, yesterday I could have held that position all the way to today. For sells.
I was dirty that took me out by the pip.
That week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that week. I think broker saw your stop loss. That's why he just.
Oh,
Push to there.
Yeah, it was like the wick didn't even touch it. It was just the spread. Well, yesterday was really nice. I liked yesterday. Yeah, Marin, I think there's going to be, we should get some good reactions from around here. It's because we're selling though. Because we're selling, when we get into these other support areas and like POIs, the pullbacks can be nasty. But if you're on the right side of one of those pullbacks, those nasty pullbacks could just be a fantastic scalp.
And this FU, attempted FU is not valid until unless we broke structure, so still not valid one. Even if price is coming back to 50%, this is not valid one.
Yeah, I would think the buys would come around. Depends on what the news is. Th 3 o'clock consumer confidence. So maybe like COMEX open or 1:30 towards the 4-hour candle close. Maybe then that's going to give us a lot of whipsaw. But if we can close, if we're closing this London session near the lows, then it's almost mandatory for that low to be taken and then a bounce. I really doubt it's going to be a steady sell-off. If it does give a sell-off, there's going to be some spikes here and there. I might go get some lunch before this next
session
starts.
Yeah.
Sounds good, brother.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for popping in. I'll see you guys later on.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Take care.
All right. Catch you guys.
See you guys in a little bit.
Yep. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, see you everyone.
Yep. Catch you soon.